I'm Andrew Kohinka, and I'm here with Pocketchange.
Howdy.
How's it going?
How's it going?
So, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Bodie Wartenberg.
I'm Gregory Queen.
My name is Nicholas Delgado, and I am the guitarist for this band.
I'm Austin Randalls, and I play drums.
Cool.
Hey, we're supposed to do that? Do you want to say we played?
Yeah.
We're supposed to do that? I don't know.
What
I guess you
instrument-
just started.
what
What do you
instrument?
play? I play bass.
Guitars. Greg does guitars.
Rhythm guitar.
Drums.
Again with the drums. All right. You guys are Pocketchange. We're already off to a great start. Kind of like, do we say our instruments? Do we not? Do you have the same sort of like approach to like writing music as you just like improvise there? Is everything just kind of off the cuff? Is it like just about kind of like?
Well, it's kind of, at first it was we just write stuff down. Now we just jam. Yeah. We just kind of like jam to our own stuff, and then we just write from there.
A lot of it is just like jamming super hard for like a long time.
It comes in the moment, and like we like we'll come up with something in the moment, and then we'll record it, and then we'll view it back later, and then we'll write an actual song and build from there.
Yeah, it's been the way it's been going for the past couple months. It's been really enjoyable.
For sure. So that was kind of like the writing process for Mills 1016, right? That little like 5-track EP you released.
That was in the moment stuff, just like coming.
I'd say is we just start off with a riff and build from there. Is that was the formula we did for a little while.
It was a lot of like jamming though. We had some ideas thrown out there, just out of the blue.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I heard again.
Sometimes they just like throw stuff in the show, and I'm like, where'd that come from? But it's cool.
Yeah.
So they kind of throw you off live sometimes.
No, because I can still like go with it, but I'm like, ooh, I didn't hear that before.
So playing live, do you guys like typically incorporate like improv and stuff? Like, do you jam live more than?
Yeah, a little bit, but we usually would just stick to a set, and we'd kind of just do that for a little while, and then we'd get bored of it, then add new material to it.
I mean, when it comes to live stuff, we like to throw things in here or there, but nothing to like throw off, the whole tempo of the song and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. So with Mills 1016, you have 5 tracks. You recorded that at Killian Studios with Matt Goings, correct?
Yes, we did.
It sounded really great. It was like really punchy. Reminded me of a lot of like 90s, like kind of like skate punk and, with like hardcore elements and stuff like that. It was really in your face, and the vocals came out fantastic. What was that process kind of like?
It was super surreal. Sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
cut any
that's
of you guys. It was like super. We were like, this is it. We're here. It was super cool, and it was like.
The recording process was like, we'd all play it live. I mean, they would be plugged into like digital amps, and we'd all have headphones on. And we'd just like jam, and then they would add stuff onto it like in post. Like Bodie would play something cool and then put it in there, and then Marshall wanted to do a ton of harmonies, which is really funny. But
We had to dial him back on that.
yeah, but no, it was okay.
Speaking of like weird things, was it Marshall's idea also to sample the bag of chips? What?
It was a bit of everyone.
Yeah,
It was him. I think one of us came up with the idea. It probably was him.
Yeah, I think it was him. And then we were
Basically, it was his idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Marshall's kind of he's the brains in the studio like this time around, or?
I mean, usually since he's in New Jersey again, because he got caught up with stuff that I don't feel like going into detail with. Basically, he's out of here. He's out of the picture, but he's still kind of in the band in a way.
He's still involved, but it's like he can't really play because he's in New Jersey.
Yeah.
But
we love the guy, and he doesn't have a reason to leave the band permanently. So just while he's away, we got to fill in, and he still kind of manages our stuff, just like from a distance,
So I was gonna ask, he's up in New Jersey, right? He's skating around and
Yeah, he's doing that, and he's also like working and stuff like that.
He's trying to build up a lot of money so he can move back down here.
Sure. So is it kind of like a temporary thing, or?
or yeah,
So we hope, yeah.
For sure. So hopefully we're gonna see him on the next project. Speaking of which, are you guys like recording anything? Are you working digitally with him, like up in New Jersey, sending files back and forth, ideas? Or...
No, not really. Basically, like I said, we got Greg and we just kind of record off our phones because we spent a lot of money on Mills 1016. So we kind of just been recording off the phone, just writing. We kind of took a step back and just started to write a bit.
Yeah, especially with the whole COVID thing, it kind of threw us off with shows. So we decided to just kick it back right for now, and then once things started getting back up, we were like, all right, that's cool.
So what were some of the main influences on there? Like I said, I heard like a lot of thrash, like skate punk, kind of that suburban like dread.
I
Any?
mean, what do you guys think? I mean, we all have our own influences.
Yeah. I'd say for me, some of my influences are like Bad Brains, The Descendants, Black Flag, Minor Threat, just stuff like that. Yeah, that's kind of what I got for Mills 1016, just influences.
I wasn't on Mills 16, but I definitely hear a lot of like a mixture of like skate punk and like early thrash metal. It's the way I see it. Like the guitar tone is I love the guitar tone. It's a bit more modern sounding, which gives the album a really big punch. But as far as influences, that was those three. I wasn't involved in the recording of that EP.
Well, a lot of my, like when I first started playing guitar, I used to play a lot of old school metal. So like Metallica, not really Megadeth, but some Anthrax and stuff like that, all that huge genre. So I was really influenced by the punchy, fast-going riffs. And so that really inspired me on Mills 1016.
I don't really know what I did. Just kind of did it, and it worked out. So
Kind of vibe, you know?
yeah,
I feel like that's like a pretty average drummer answer, just going with
yeah. I don't know. I'm just kind of cruising.
cruising, holding down the rhythm.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Speaking of the Descendants, I saw that was your first vinyl that you ever purchased, and you.
Well, actually, it was a gift from my aunt. She got it for me for Christmas. It technically is my first vinyl. 'Cause my dad had a bunch of them because I later over the summer went to my aunt and uncle's house and I picked up some of my dad's old records like Metallica and stuff like that, Dokken, all the hair metal. And ever since that, I just started building off my record collection.
So at the time, you didn't have a record player,
I
right?
didn't have a record player until my dad got it for me for my 16th birthday.
Speaking of 16th birthday, I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it's kind of close. You shared a picture of your dad playing in '87 when he was about 17.
Yeah.
So was he like active like in bands and around that time?
Basically, he had a cover band with some of his high school buddies and all that. It was just kind of just something like that. I think he did do a show at the mall.
Yeah.
My uncle recorded it and made a CD from it.
Yeah. You should give that to me. I want to hear it.
It's bad.
Didn't your uncle have a band too?
Yeah, my uncle actually is in a cover band as well, out in Phoenix, Arizona. So he plays covers at bars and stuff, but they haven't done a show in a while.
What's the band name?
The Moondoggers.
Shout out to Moondoggers.
Shout out to Moondoggers.
Shout out to.
Moondoggers.
I saw that. Are you from Arizona?
I am. I'm from Scottsdale, Arizona. That's where I was born.
Very cool. So did you just move out here recently? I saw
It's a long story.
a long story.
Yeah, it's another time kind of deal.
When did you first move to Arizona?
Well, I was born in Arizona, then I moved to Florida, and then I moved to Oklahoma for a while, for like a year. Moved back to Arizona, then I'm back here.
You were in Oklahoma?
Yeah, for a year.
I never knew. What? Well, we'll talk about this later. All right, we gotta have a discussion.
So with going off like the metal influences, I noticed like you have seen Slayer, you have seen Slayer, you haven't seen Slayer. Okay, for sure. So metal is like that's a big influence for you guys, or
It's definitely a huge influence. You know, I was definitely metal inspired when I was like younger, but as time went on, I kind of just got more into punk music.
Yeah, right. When he was going through he started getting into punk and stuff like that. That's when I started taking off with metal. And so I was a huge Metallica baby. And then I kind of started getting into harder stuff like Slipknot, and eventually I started getting into metalcore and deathcore. Here I am now.
I would say I'm pretty into like thrash and death metal. I mean, that's punk is kind of like a secondary thing for me. I'm mostly a metal guy. I love metal, so I definitely say for my playing, that's pretty metal influenced most of the time.
so they got you playing metal. Is that something that you are tired of? Your arms maybe?
Sometimes I'm like, my arms are gonna fall off if I keep playing. But most of the time it's okay. It's not too bad.
You get super hype with more punk, really. You love
Yeah.
punk.
Or like some stoner rock stuff.
I'm surprised you don't break the drums sometimes. If you really hear a good riff, I just see you like hitting the crap out of the drums. Like, just the fact that you haven't broken a cymbal to me is like miraculous.
Just like veins popping on your
One's
neck.
cracked.
Just like it's cracked. How bad?
It's like, it's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Can you estimate like the size?
It's like a couple inches, like 5.
Just a couple or 5?
5.
5.
Yeah.
So that's pretty big.
Yeah, it's like half the symbol.
I like remember the day that happened. You were going hard. I think it was on
No idea.
our song name. Domar Thrasher.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was that.
Yeah, you were going ham on the.
It's going hard. Going hard. Yeah.
Any plans for new symbols? Like anything catching your eye? Or?
I'm looking at a couple minor symbols right now, but I don't know. I don't
You
even know.
need to find another one of those Shine dolls. He has a symbol, a crash symbol. That is, it's so good.
Yeah, I've never found another one like ever, so I don't know what it is. It just says, it's like I don't know.
If anyone can find the brand, it's called Shine Doll. Hit us up at Pocketchange Instagram.
It's literally the weirdest symbol I've ever had, but it's sick.
Can you spell that? What is it? Chine?
Or CHIN dash doll, like DAL.
Yeah.
That's
Chin doll, whatever it's called.
Chin doll, chine doll. You should definitely try like pawn shopping. Like speaking of mystery symbols, like my drummer, one time we went out just like door to door, just hitting pawn shops, and one time we found this really weird mystery symbol. Like the guy didn't have a price on it. He's like, "What is it worth to you?" I was like, "It's like $30." My drummer's like, "Yeah, like $30," and he's like, "All right, you can take it for 15." And we were like, "What? Is that how?"
Dude, that's a steal.
That is a steal.
That's a steal.
Yeah, it was super weird. So yeah, try pawn shops. They're crazy. Sometimes they will negotiate weirdly and offer you like less than you offered. I don't know if that's like typical.
Never tried it before, but I guess I'll try it
I think I've been
sometime
to
soon.
one pawn shop in my entire life.
A trip to a pawn shop seems like the move.
Honestly, I'm thinking of just like, I may honestly hit up a pawn shop, see if there's anything cool in there.
Hit up a pawn shop for a bunch of skateboards.
Dude, what?
What? I don't
Get
know
outta
about that. I mean, you can get. I've got like 2 acoustics for like 120. So I mean, you can get good stuff at a pawn shop.
Just get like a crappy bass and just smash it on stage.
Oh, definitely.
That'd be
Yeah.
sick.
This guy's punk or something.
You're into punk music, Bodie.
It's like I'm into punk music.
It's like we're in a punk band.
Conformity, wah.
communism.
That's it.
So going forward, like you guys are working on new stuff. Do you find yourself gravitating more towards metal, or do you try to retain some of that punk influence?
We have that punk influence, but we kind of do like we kind of hit a bit of a doom metal vibe with it. What I'd say is like a stoner rock. It's weird.
Yeah, at least with the stuff we've been, like the demos we've been recording recently. It's
Almost like sleep influence.
Yeah, Sleep Influence, Acid King,
Black
Dead
Sabbath.
Meadow.
And there's a lot of hardcore mixed in it.
yeah, this dude loves hardcore.
I would say there's a lot of like what we'll do is we'll take it's definitely metal influence, but it's not fast metal. Like it's very, I definitely say it's in that stoner area where it's like it's slow and it's groovy, and that's what I really like about it.
Have you guys heard of Fond?
No, I
Heard
haven't.
of Fond. No.
They sound like almost exactly like that. Like they got like that weird like Swans droney like sleep long slapping you in the face with just walls of sound kind of stuff. So you might want to check them out. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, like on some of our slower songs, we get influenced by stuff like that. Well, Dead Meadow. We have a huge influence by yeah, you already know. We have a huge influence
Yeah.
from Dead Meadow. They're awesome band.
I'll have to check them out. I don't even know who Dead Metal is.
You guys have been playing with like a lot of crazy bands like 0 Miles Per Hour, Tide Pools, like Sunslip, Ivy Paint.
Yeah.
Do you guys like? Who are some of your favorite bands to, like play with or that inspire you to like push yourselves in like different directions?
Collateral, definitely. I
Yeah.
have a great time playing with them. Great guys. They are fantastic.
0 Miles too. 0 Miles are great guys and they're awesome to play with.
I did. I went fishing with them on the 4th of July.
Toads, dude.
So fishing, skating. What are some of your guys' like other hobbies? Like, what do you do typically?
I mean,
Cars. Nick likes cars.
I like cars. I don't work on too many cars, but I love cars. As of recently though, I started picking up airsofting, which is pretty fun. If you don't know what airsofting is, it's like paintball with BBs.
I think we know what airsofting is.
Not everyone knows what airsofting is.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure everyone knows. At this point.
Where do you weigh in on the airsoft?
Yeah, it's okay.
Do people know? Do people not know?
Oh, people know. You're silly.
Yeah.
You guys been doing anything crazy over like the pandemic, like isolation? Or?
Usually, I went skating a lot because the new skate park at Minneola.
Yeah.
Skating there, skating Groveland, Eustis. I've also been working on with my side project Alaska Empath.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and we recorded we finished the album. We started it before COVID, and then we finished it around April and posted it up on a Bandcamp and SoundCloud. And now we got it on all streaming platforms.
That's your side project. Who else is involved with that?
My homie Will, he's also involved with it. Is that he started coming over to my house after school because the bus would take him home, and he'd get home around 4:00. So he just started coming over, and we just started just writing music, just going at it, experimenting a bit,
I noticed you got some weird noise elements going on in there. It's kind of crushing almost. I was listening to it recently, and it's kind of an offshoot from the Pocketchange band. Do you switch mindsets when working with different bands, or does one influence the other? Do you get inspired working on an Alaska Empath project song and then bring that energy into a Pocketchange jam session, or vice versa?
It's a little bit of stuff like that. I kind of get influenced by both ways, and we started working on the second album as well, and so I kind of brought a bit of a punk influence there. So yeah, I totally get what you're saying, and that's kind of what's happening a bit.
That's pretty cool. There's Stick Bugs and Shoes, right?
Yes.
That's you guys, right?
It's like kind of an indie punk side project thing. I don't know. It's just taking a weird turn, and I like it.
Yeah, we have. We haven't put anything out yet, but we're working on stuff, and we hope to get it out to the future. That's what we were talking about. We were gonna see if you wanted to record us.
Yeah, I totally would be.
Yeah, but it's like a. What? How would you? It's got indie elements, but it's also got indie emo breakdowns with a little bit.
Some Midwestern emo shit.
So American football shit like that.
Yeah.
Not too. A little bit like that. It's weird. It's got its own touch to it.
So almost like a post punk, a modern post punk type of thing, almost maybe Tokyo Police Club, Block Party stuff.
I've never heard of them, but it sounds sick.
Check them out. It might be kind of right up your alley, maybe that punk mixed with the indie kind of touch.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, a huge influence also is Remo Drive.
Of course, yeah.
That's not the it's a little close to what it sounds like, but not.
I got kicked out of that show.
Oh yeah.
What happened there?
Oh, I was about to stage dive and security grabbed me, and they just threw me out the venue because they had enough of my bullshit. I was we were all stage diving the whole show. Yeah. It was wild. We brought we just brought ape shit to that venue.
Yeah,
it was gnarly.
I think it was the 0 Miles and Pocketchange, that whole
that's
punk
where
scene.
we met. That's where we met 0 Miles at that Rima Drive show.
Oh yeah.
It was
the Abbey, right?
Yeah, it was sick. I think it was Marshall that started talking to him. It's all because of Marshall. It's all him.
Because of Marshall. And in a way, he kind of brought us together with the band as well.
Yeah, that's sick. That's where we met him, and then Marshall gave Christian my phone number for some reason. And he was like, "Hey."
Because he has a Nokia.
That's true.
Yeah, he had no Nokia at the time.
Yeah. So he gave his phone number to me, so we started talking, and then shows. Yeah, it was sick.
With Adam Dive.
With Adam Dive. So you are kind of recording on the side, correct? That's something that.
I kind of do a bit of recording on the side and a bit of mixing with it.
Yeah. So you're recording Alaska Empath stuff. You're working on the demos at all for?
I would say it's honestly studio songs because I don't want to waste money on a studio because honestly, we just bullshit our way through and just make something. That's kind of the whole energy with it.
That's pretty cool. Do you any videoing? Like, yeah.
I do. I have the camera I have right now. I have like 6, but the one I mainly use it's a DVX 100 Panasonic.
Finally, the answer I was looking for. I was checking the comments and someone asked, and you said it was.
Pretty sure I said it was like mine or something.
That's exactly what you said.
Yeah. It's super sick. I think I got it for like 280, which is really good. And then I got I have a fisheye for it, so that's sick.
Dope. So do you film like the skating, like them skating?
Yeah. I'm pretty much out there every day, so sometimes I'll just like bring my camera and be like, "Yeah, you want to record something?" And then my homies are like, "Yeah, let's go." So that's usually how it happens.
My brother be trying to record with you all the time.
Trying to be like, "Austin, let's go skating right now," and I'm like, "All right." So.
Oh, very cool. So one last thing, Bartholomew.
Okay,
I think mascot, right?
I think Austin should explain Bartholomew.
Yeah. So I think it was either last year or like end of sophomore year. I started trying to get into art, and then he was like the first thing that I drew that really stuck in my mind.
You drew it on your fridge.
Yeah. We used to practice in my garage, and we have a fridge in there, and I drew it on there, and I was like, "This is sick."
This is Bartholomew.
I recall that he like loved the new set. Was it the drum set or the new material?
Both. He was super hyped about everything. He was like, "Dude, this is sick." So yeah.
We got Bartholomew tees, Bartholomew shirts. That should be the next move.
You pull an Iron Maiden, get someone dressed as Bartholomew.
Yes.
Come up on stage every show.
Yes. Eddie does it.
Eddie does it.
Eddie,
I will. I'll do it.
he's gonna do it. Eddie's gonna do it from Counterattack. That's right. So one last thing. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's all good.
So Pinko the dolphin.
Oh no! Don't get me started.
No, yeah, I need to get you started on that.
Okay, so I was at Halloween with some friends, and we're chilling in this neighborhood, and we see this giant ass pink stuffed dolphin, like 10-foot stuffed dolphin, and I'm like, I can't leave this here. It's on the side of the road. I pick it up. I start carrying it along with us, and we just take a bunch of pictures on it for some rude reason, and we're like, all right, we can't really do anything with this. It's a giant ass pink dolphin. So we just leave it in some stranger's truck, hopefully to find it the next day, because we don't really know what to do with it. And we're right by someone's truck. So we're like, all right, just leave it there. I don't know. We were all just like, we don't know what to do with this giant stuffed dolphin. So we just sort of left it somewhat in the area of where we found it.
Dude, I wish there's a video out there of that guy walking back up to his truck.
I should have left a GoPro, but I don't feel like wasting that much money.
Yeah.
He walks back to his truck. He's like, call 911.
Yeah, over a pink dolphin.
Florida man arrested for throwing pink dolphin in random dude's truck.
Florida child arrested for leaving dolphin in the back of man's truck. That would be a perfect headline.
Florida boy leaves Pinko the dolphin in Florida man's truck.
Or yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Someone could put that on like West 2 or something. Get that started. Great publicity for the band, I think.
Facts.
Facts, yeah.
Sick.
If we need a different mascot, we should use Pinko.
So Pinko meets Bartholomew.
Yeah.
Oh.
Crossover.
Crossover.
Let's go.
Their battle will be legendary. I think.
Bartholomew can kill.
But yeah, Bartholomew would win. There's no way around it.
We don't know yet.
No, I don't know. I put my money on Bartholomew.
Is there an official power ranking, like power levels between the two?
Yeah, Pinko's kind of like he kind of fat. He's not that good at anything. Bartholomew's he's a beast. He kills.
Bartholomew's a built space gorilla.
Bill Space Gorilla.
Dude.
Yeah.
He's been playing drums for like his entire life, and so he just has like massive drummer arms.
Like sticks. Or logs.
Bigger sticks. Thick sticks.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that was a pretty crazy story. I'm glad I saw the picture of the dolphin. I was like, what the hell?
That was probably most people's reaction when they first saw that.
Speaking of Florida man, did you meet Florida man?
I met a Florida man.
You did? One of them?
Yeah, I met one of them. I think he got charged with driving around pantsless with a suspended license. Hold on, let me pull this up.
I think that was exactly the
I
art.
think that I cracked my phone earlier. It's being so weird.
You were skating, right?
Yeah, I was skating, and basically my phone fell and it's cracked. Barely works. I got to get it repaired.
Do you guys run into a lot of like? Have you broken any cameras skating around or?
I've definitely almost dropped my camera a lot, and it was really bad. But luckily, no scratches yet, so we're good.
I have a S20 Plus, and I broke it twice. The first time, the first time I dropped a really metal heavy object on it, and then the second time I had it in my pocket while I was drumming, and it just like, I was doing like blast beats, and as the back end of the stick came down, and I'll do it.
That'll happen. Yeah.
That's why you didn't do blast beats.
Yeah.
That's why you don't
Okay,
do blast
punk
beats.
drummer.
Yeah, what's up?
Indie boy.
Shut up.
E-boy Austin.
Probably has a Tinder no one knows about.
Dude, I don't have Tinder. I'm 17.
Well, you don't have a Tinder.
No, dude. Sorry, ladies. I don't have Tinder. My bad. I know I'm fine. No Tinder.
Relax, son. Relax.
Okay. Before we leave, so Dr. Thunder or Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Thunder.
Yeah.
Dr. Thunder.
I'll
Unanimous.
say Dr. Thunder, yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Thunder.
Period.
Period. And with that,
Exclamation point.
so Dr. Thunder! Exclamation point. And it was nice to talk to you guys.
Nice talking to you, man.
Of course, yeah. You guys are a lot of fun.
You have a good night.